So, good evening, class.
Good evening, Mwalimu.
How are you?
We are fine.
How was your week?
Was well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Nice to hear that. So, who can remind us what we learned in our previous session? Angela?
in our last class, Mwalimu, we learned about the
Mm-hmm.
forms of communication.
Forms
That
of
there are two
communication.
forms of communication. That is oral communication and written.
Mm-hmm. How about the truth? Kimayo? Kimayo, are you in? I can see.
Yes, I am in.
Mm-hmm. What can you remember about the previous class?
Sorry, Mwalimu, I wasn't there. I had a problem with my gadget. I'm sorry.
Oh, that. Oh, so before we continue, who is absent today? Is Anthony
Joe
present?
Anthony.
Joe Anthony. He has gone for Christmas.
Yes, Mwalimu.
It is okay. So in our today's session, we are going to learn about the camera operation. So camera operation is something which is very important for every learner to know, mostly those who pursue this course of journalism, because at one given point will be given the camera, then you'll be asked to go and bring the footage. So you need to know the techniques and how to operate the camera. So the camera operation, you need to know how to handle and control the camera, the technical and the creative skills. Then you have to use it is used in photography, film, TV, and online media. So camera operations refers to the process of handling and controlling a camera to capture image or video. So it involves both technical knowledge and creativity, and is widely used in photography, film, television, and digital media. So there is something here called creativity. So with the you need to be creative, because if you have been given the camera and you are not creative, you'll not come up with images that are more appealing. So you need to be creative when handling the camera. Is that point clear, class?
Yes,
Yes.
Mwalimu. It's clear.
It is clear. So you have to be creative when handling the camera, and you need to have those techniques of handling the camera. So when you do that, I think you'll be in a position to come up with the good footage. So I want to know if I want to make this class to be more interactive. So Kimayo, if you are in, I want us to read for us what you are seeing on your screen. Kimayo, Kimayo, are you seeing anything on the screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, can you read what you are seeing on the screen?
You have the main parts of the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and that is the lens, sensor, viewfinder or LCD screen, battery and memory card, and also there is a brief description of a camera. The camera is made up of several important parts. The lens, which allows light into the camera, the sensor, which records the image, and the viewfinder, which help in framing the shot, and the battery powers the camera, while the memory card stores the recorded data.
Good. Can you clap for for Kimayo? That is good. So, is there another part that which has not been mentioned that you can mention concerning the camera parts? Is there any other part? Anyone? Mutai? Is there another part that it has not been mentioned, but you can mention it? Mtai, are you in? It is okay. Angela,
Yes.
are you in?
Yes, I'm in Mwalimu.
Kindly take us through the slide that you're seeing on your screen.
Okay, it's all about the exposure triangle,
Mm-hmm.
whereby we have the aperture, we have the shutter speed, we have the ISO.
Mm-hmm. I saw.
Proper, yes, proper exposure in camera operation is controlled using the exposure triangle. The aperture controls the amount of light entering the camera, shutter speed controls motion, and ISO controls the light sensitivity. Balancing these three elements results in a clear and well-exposed image.
Good. Can you clap for Angela? So we have the camera movement. So the camera movement, we have the pan. So when you talk about the pan, the camera has to move in horizontal manner. Then we have the tilt. You can tilt it upward or downward. And then we have the zoom, whereby you can zoom it in or you can zoom it out. Then you have the dolly or track. So camera movement add meaning and visual interest to a shot. So panning moves the camera left or right, tilting moves it up or down, then zooming changes the focal length, and the dolly or track movement involves moving the entire camera. Is that point clear, class?
Yes.
That is good. Then camera operation is both technical and creative. I think when I started I talked about the creativity, and it is essential in media production. So practice improves skill. So if you want to be a good photographer, you need to practice every time on how to take shots. So when you practice continuously, you'll find yourself improving each and every time. So you need to practice. But if you stay like that without doing any practice, you'll find yourself that you're not improving on your skills. So it is always good for you to improve. And nowadays we have even our phone. You can start with your phone, then we and then after a period of time you can get your camera, then you'll continue to practice on it. So you don't have to stay there and say that, oh, I don't have the camera, so I can't do anything. So you need to practice. If you do that, I think it will be good for you to improve. So let us practice in operating this camera. Let us be creative so that we can produce pictures which are more appealing. Is that point clear, class?
Yes.
I think that is good. So, Angela, do you have any question concerning the camera operation?
No, Mwalimu.
Yes,
Yes, Kimtai.
it is clear,
Mm-hmm.
Mwalimu.
Pardon, Kimtai. Kimtai. Angela,
Yes.
are you able to hear what Kimtai was talking about?
No.
Or you can,
Amepotea.
or you can just type so that you can be in a position to see what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I think he can send chat.
I can side chat so that you can see what you wanted to say. So I want to leave with an assignment. So I want you to write this assignment. So I want you to go and research on the types of cameras that we have. So that is your assignment, types of cameras. So in our next session, that's where we're going to start from. So I want you to go and research on the types of cameras. Is that point clear, class?
Yes.
So it is good for me to have you on board. So until next time, goodbye Enjoy your Christmas.
Thank you, Mwalimu. Enjoy yours too.
It is okay. So, goodbye. See you.